Okay, so today we are going to look at the continuation of the subject or topic that we have learned before in our previous class. So who can tell me what are the things that we have learned before? Yeah, simple past tense. Remember we talked about how simple past tense is used in talking about something that has happened in the past and with the indication of time, right? Okay, so last time I've told you we have be verb and we have action verb, right? Okay, so we have talked about be verb and now today we are going to look at action verb. So action verb has two, regular and irregular. So who can tell me what are the differences between this regular and irregular verbs? Correct. Regular verbs are used with ed. So you just plus ed. So some verbs like play become played, watch become watched, wash become washed. And some irregular verbs such as eat become ate, break become broke, steal become stole. Okay, so we have to use this regular verbs, irregular verbs when we want to talk about past tense. So when we are using past tense, we need to have these four elements, which is affirmative, negative, yes no questions, and WH questions. Remember when we talk about simple present before, I've told you about these four elements that need to be seen. So affirmative, negative, yes no questions, and WH questions. Okay, so affirmative, example of affirmative, we have subject, we have verb, and we have the object or complement of the sentence. So I ate sandwich this morning. Remember, when you use simple past tense, you need to have the indication of time because we use simple past because we want to know the time. If you want to talk about something that happened in the past, without time, you have to use another tense. Okay? So I ate sandwich this morning. Subject, verb, object or complement. Eat become ate because we have to use the verb in the sentence. We have to change the verb in the sentence. Okay, clear? I ate sandwich in the morning. Or I played football yesterday. I wrote a letter to my teacher last week. So you can just say that. And subject, it can be singular, it can be plural, it can be anything. You just have to change the verb in the sentence. Okay, so that is affirmative. When you want to make the sentence negative, you just have to use auxiliary verb, which is did not, didn't, did not or didn't, right? Okay, it doesn't matter if it's singular or plural subject, it still use didn't. So we say, I didn't eat sandwich this morning. I didn't eat sandwich this morning. Okay, why don't we change this? We changed it the first time. We changed it in the affirmative sentence, but we didn't change it in negative sentence. Why? Yeah, because we already have the auxiliary verb didn't here. Okay, so I didn't eat sandwich this morning. When you have the auxiliary verb didn't, you have to use the base verb. Okay, you cannot change it. I didn't eat sandwich this morning. It's very simple, right? I didn't write a letter to my teacher last week. I didn't play football yesterday. So you just have to put didn't. If you want to change the subject, it's the same thing. We didn't play football yesterday. She didn't write a letter to her teacher last week. Okay, so positive, negative, affirmative, positive, negative, clear? And then the third one is yes, no, question. So this is used when you want to ask question. So when you want to ask question, the answer will be did or didn't. So we have to use the auxiliary verb did in front. So did you eat sandwich this morning? It's the same thing. When you have the auxiliary verb, you don't have to change the base verb. So did you eat sandwich this morning with a question mark? And the answer will be yes, I did. Or no, I didn't. Right. So if the question is like that, did you eat sandwich this morning? It can be also if you want to ask yourself, did I eat sandwich this morning? Did I? Right. So the answer will be yeah, I did. Or no, I didn't. Or maybe you ask your friend, did I eat sandwich this morning? And then your friend will answer, yes, you did. Or no, you didn't. You didn't, right? You know? So, yes, no questions like that. And then the last one will be WH questions, where you use the words like when, what, how, where. So all of these questions, because you need to know the answer. So at first, when did you eat sandwich? So the answer will be, I ate sandwich this morning. So the focus is this morning because we need to know the time. Or, what did you eat this morning? So the answer will also be the same. I ate sandwich this morning, but sandwich is the answer. Right. So it's very simple. When you want to make a simple past tense, you just have to remember what are the elements that you want to ask or you want to say. You want to talk about affirmative, you want to talk about negative, you want to talk about yes no questions, or you want to ask questions with WH words, questions, right? And it's very simple. In past tense, you need to know that we change the base verb when we are using when you want to talk about affirmative or positive sentence. Okay, it's either regular verbs or irregular verbs. And you use did or didn't when you want to use negative, questions, or WH questions. Right? And you use this with the base verb. You don't have to change it. So you only have to change it when you are using affirmative sentence, regular or irregular, and then the indication of time. See? Past tense is very simple, right? Okay, so if you understand, let's do this exercise. Okay, I want you to look at page 35 and see the sentences. How do we change the regular or irregular verbs into the sentence? Okay, you have to find the correct verbs, fill in the blanks. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, let's check. He usually drinks a glass of fruit juice every morning, because usually and every is used in simple present, remember? But yesterday morning, the indication of time, he drank 2 glasses of warm water instead. So sometimes when you want to talk about something that happened at specific time in the past, you have to use simple past tense. Okay, I hope you understand the lesson. Bye!